everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is Tuesday the 28th of October. I have just had a little bit of lunch. It's 12:20 and I am about to head out to a super cool event in London that I am sort of co-hosting with two other individuals. So this is with Hinge. I worked with Hinge this time last year, running a 2 to 3 hour kind of interactive workshop for a bunch of their creators. And it was all around like end of year reflection, planning ahead, looking ahead to what you want to create as a founder, business owner, content creator. But we did a lot about mindset and boundaries and really understanding what success looks like to you. And so it's been very exciting to be invited back by Hinge for another event that they are running today. And there's 3 different elements to the day. I'm running the last workshop, and then there's someone doing a workshop all around like storytelling and visual identity, and then someone else doing one more about like the kind of creative side. But I will update you once I have been. I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know too much what to expect. I'm just kind of hired, as it were, to run one of the sessions. I've not been involved in any of the organising. But yeah, really great team. I really enjoyed working with them last year, and it's just cool to do something different. So I'm actually going to go for the whole event. They've invited me to kind of come along to join in on the other workshops, meet the creators, the influencers that are going to be taking part in the event that I'm going to be running. And then they have like food, drinks, kind of icebreakers. So yeah, that is where I am off to. The session that I'm running is all around like balance and boundaries. So how to build a sustainable or sustainably successful business as a content creator. And there's 4 kind of key focus areas that I'm going to be speaking about. One of them is all around like defining your definition of success. One of them is all around like planning in alignment with your energy rhythms rather than time. So the idea being that energy is our most powerful currency as a solopreneur, as a business owner, as someone who is working online, because we can have all the time in the world, but if we don't have energy to show up as our best selves, then that time isn't valuable. The third one is about boundaries, so how we protect our energy with boundaries. And then the fourth one is all around like mental resilience. So understanding the mental load of being a creator, business owner, influencer, and how we can reframe setbacks, navigate challenges, and what we can do to support ourselves so that when, the algorithm doesn't boost our posts, or we get something that massively flops, or just, general life curveballs, how can we support ourselves so we don't let that then have a knock-on effect on, everything else that we've got coming up. So it's an hour session, it's interactive, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I will bring you along and see what I'm able to show you. If not, I will give you a little debrief tomorrow. But this video is just going to be a few days in my life back in London. I say back in London because I've just been in Santorini for a week. But yeah, a few days running. I've got another I'm running a female founders lunch on Thursday. I've just organised for a group of founders to come together, connect in real life. And what else have I got on? Client calls, quite busy this week with client calls because I was off last week. Anything else I will bring you along, but welcome back. Thank you for being here. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and any questions that you have throughout the video, whether it's to do with running an online business or starting an online business, landing opportunities with huge global brands like Hinge, let me know, pop them below, and I will of course get back to you. It's always really great to hear from you, so do not hold back. And otherwise, enjoy this video and we'll see where it takes us. next day. I got a few little snips of the event yesterday, which hopefully you would have seen because I will have inserted previously, but it was a great success. I feel incredibly grateful to have been invited to come along and do a session within the day. As I think I said, I worked with Hinge last year, but this was a bigger scale event, cool event, like just bigger venue, 2 other speakers, and yeah, it was just really, really cool to be a part of it. But it was great because I got to go to the 2 other workshops before mine as well. And one of them was with Hayley Morris, who's got like 2 million followers. I hadn't actually come across her before, but her session was all around kind of building a personal brand and boundaries and staying authentic and kind of finding a rhythm to post in a way that works for you and not having to kind of succumb to the algorithm. And then the other one was by someone called B. I think her handle is B Illustrates, and she does a lot around like, hers was sort of similar, but it was more about personal brand. So how to build like a recognizable brand, your brand pillars, things that make you stand out, things that make you memorable, that, you know, those sorts of things. So that was a bit of like looking at like themes and tones and colors that we use to help create that. So yeah, it was really, really good. My session went really well. There was lots of engagement, lots of questions, good feedback afterwards. So that's always like, to me, a sign of success is when people are asking questions and feeling engaged, because you're not just kind of talking to empty blank faces. There was food and drink throughout. So yeah, it was just really, really cool. I'm back now. It's the next day. I am sitting on the sofa this morning with a cup of tea. I actually, let me see if I can show you. I sometimes put like a sort of, can you see that? Like a fake sort of screen on the TV. It's got like candles, it's raining outside, there's like jazz music playing. So nice and cozy. It's 8:57. So I've been on a run this morning, got my cup of tea, as I say. I've got a call at 11. So that's my co-working kind of just virtual session with my Expander Club ladies. So just 1 hour co-working together virtually. And then I've got 2 client calls this afternoon. So I'm just got laptop stuff to do this morning, follow up with the Hinge people from yesterday, also did a digital agency who ran the event, who I've worked with a couple of times already before. I'm going to be running an away day for them in November. So I've got to follow up with them about the plans for that. And then what else have I got? I'm looking at my diary, bit of content stuff to do, but otherwise it's quite a sort of, I've got another corporate workshop that I'm running in, well, kind of a few weeks time, but I just want to make sure the deck is finalized for that, and I've got the sort of speaker notes in a good place so that I can start just like familiarizing myself with it. So yeah, a bit of a mixture, but I thought I would check in and say hi. I also got some really cool little gift goodies from the Hinge team as a thank you. So there's a, what do they call it? Like a sort of self-portrait photo studio called Candid Studios in London, which I am familiar with. And they were actually at the last Hinge event, but I get 35 minutes of self-shooting. So basically I get a whole new load of headshots and 350 images. So that's that. I got a illustration done by a lady who was at the event. This is my outfit that I was wearing yesterday. So I think that was quite cool. I got an amazing film camera, which is just so epic because I really want to get into like film photography. So that is incredibly generous. And then I also got given a DJI. I mean, insane. Incredibly, incredibly generous and grateful for that. A wireless microphone. So yeah, I really was very spoilt. Bearing in mind, I was paid for that event. So on top of being paid, I was also given that incredible goodie bag. So anyway, thank you so much, Hinge team. But yeah, now I'm going to get on with my laptop, check in with some clients, and I will keep you posted throughout the day. Hello Hello, it is a few hours later. I feel like I'm looking quite flushed. I've got a hot water bottle on my lap, which is keeping me nice and cozy, but making me a little bit red. It's 1:34. I've had a pretty unexciting day so far. I mean, not unexciting, but not really much to show, because I've been largely sitting here working. But I have got my 2 client calls coming up this afternoon. The last one finishes at 4:30. So to be honest, after that, I'm going to be doing a little bit more like admin work. Well, I say work, admin / life stuff, because we've got a long list of things that we want to still buy for the house. So I'm going to do a little bit of mooching on Facebook Marketplace. Things like coffee table for downstairs, one for the top attic, like living room, spare room area, mirror for the hallway, what other things, like just another little side table for the sofa, just things like that. I found a really nice coffee table, and then in the small print it was like coming soon, delivery to expect to kind of early February, and it's like I'm not waiting 4 months for a coffee table, even though it was really nice. So just things like that. It's grey and drizzly, so yeah, it's not kind of overly conducive to feeling super energized, but I always get energy from my client calls. So I'm gonna make a cup of tea, have my client calls, and I will check in with you either later or potentially tomorrow, because I'm going to be heading into London for a female founders dinner, lunch that I've organised, and I've got a client meeting in person before then. Don't know how much I'll be able to film necessarily, but I will keep you updated, and yeah, I will chat to you soon and keep you updated. Morning, it is the next day. It is 10:30 on Thursday, the 30th of October. I last checked in with you yesterday, and I'm now about to head out to London. So I'm meeting one of my clients in person for a session. I've met her a few times before, but we're doing a session in person at a little coffee shop near South Bank. And then we are both going together to the female founder dinner. I always say dinner. Normally it's dinner. This time it's lunch, with 7 other female founders. And this is something that I organise. I did one last month, and I did about 4 or 5, I think, last year. This will probably be the last one this year. I don't know if I'll do one in November, but it's just like a really nice opportunity to get together with other female founders. There's no agenda. It's not positioned as like networking. Inevitably, there will be some like networking, but it's very casual. It's over lunch. There's no like icebreakers or awkward name tags. It's really just, as I say, connection in real life and meeting other women doing similar things and growing businesses. So we're going there, and then I am going to head back. I've got a discovery call this afternoon, and I'm going to pop in and see my parents as well, because they live super close to me. So it's a good day, nice to be out. The sun is shining, but I thought I would just check in and let you know that that's what I've been up to. I had a client call this morning. She's actually a client that's based in Melbourne, so it was a 9 a.m. call for me. And things are good. I can't believe it's already Thursday and that it's Halloween tomorrow. I'm not doing anything specifically to celebrate, seeing a friend for a drink, but yeah, I've not really been showing as much like behind the scenes stuff. I guess I just wanted to take you along with what I get up to in a different week. It's always hard to know what I can show, but I will try and give you some little snippets of today. Obviously I can't show you my client session, but yeah, the things that we kind of be speaking about are usually pretty similar. So like with the client that I had this morning, we're talking a bit about like engagement strategy. So she's wanting to bring on 1 more client by the end of the year, then she'll be kind of at capacity. So we're looking at things like engagement strategies on Instagram. So how to like leverage her Instagram stories to open up more conversations, how to get visible in front of more of her ideal client who are like coaches and service providers, as well as like her messaging. So really focusing on like the impact that someone investing in her would have on their lives. So ultimately it will bring them more freedom. It will open them up to more spaciousness in their week. They'll be able to kind of make more sales without having to be working on their laptops more. So we're really looking at how we can use that in her messaging to help her ideal client see the value beyond just like the social media management work that she does for them. So yeah, I love the strategy side of things. Like it's my favorite part. Hence why it's like 50%. Well, it's probably, to be honest, it's probably more of a percentage of what I do with my clients. Like I'm very much position my work as strategy and mindset because I believe the two have to go hand in hand. But I'd say it's more like 70-30. And then mindset's kind of like an ongoing thing that's always there and something that I'm always checking in on with my clients. So yeah, anyway, thought I would just give you a little update. I'll probably check in with you later. I'm not going to take this vlog camera because there's not going to be much that I can actually film when I'm out and about. But I will try and remember to update you at the end of the day, and I will check in with you tomorrow, which is probably when I will wrap up the vlog. Good morning. It is Friday morning. Hopefully you can hear me okay. The washing machine is on the spin. But it is 9:08. We have just been, my husband and I, to get a little coffee. It is our Friday ritual to go get a coffee, have a check-in before we start work, because he usually commutes into London. So something that we like to do on a Friday. But I thought I would just come in to round up this vlog. There's not been a huge amount that I've been showing you behind the scenes, so I hope it's not been too monotonous. But I had a good discovery call with a potential client yesterday. Sounds like she wants to go ahead for the next 2 months, so November and December, working on some specific things for her business, including like a product suite rejig and refining, as well as looking how she can sell more of her online digital products, and also generally kind of high ticket sales with bigger businesses that she works with. So fingers crossed, but I'm due to hear from her today. And I've actually got another discovery call at 10 from someone who I've not spoken to yet. So yeah, it's been a good week. There's been good momentum, great client calls. Nice to go out yesterday to the female founders lunch. And I've got more of like an admin focused day today. No client calls on a Friday, apart from this discovery call. So I'm going to do a bit of a reflection on the week and the month. I'll probably do more of like an end of month reflection on Monday, which is the beginning of November, as well as a kind of forward looking plan for November, which I know I've mentioned here is what I do at the beginning of each month. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I've had a really good month in terms of like revenue and cash wise. Q4 is always like super lucrative for me, so it's great to see it all come through and like my effort and energy that I put in pay off, with some really cool events, really cool brands, great clients. So I'm feeling in a really good position, and long may that continue into November as well. So yeah, I thought I would wrap up the vlog now, but please do let me know if you've got any questions, and I will see you in the next video.